Hello and welcome back with Talk with Terry Tuesday. I am Dr. Tony Scott Terry. I am the owner, medical director, chief operating officer, you name it, of Allure Wellness Center, and we are glad to see you back. This is our monthly Talk with Terry Tuesday, and of course, we are going to talk about what we have going on at the spa. So we want you to definitely like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Cheating, I'm looking at the paper. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, listen to our podcast on Spotify and Anchor FM. So let's jump right into it. This month we're actually having some specials about Opus, which we've talked about before previously. It is a laser facial that actually helps with the tone, the texture, some tightening of the skin. You can do any part of the body. So we have that going on this month. We also have IV infusions because it has been really hot. And it's supposed to continue to be a little hot. So we have IV infusions that are going on, but we have lots of reasons why people need IV infusions. Anything from you're fatigued, or you need more energy, or your libido is low, or you need one for immune health. We've got 10 different options of different IV infusions that we can do. And depending on what your symptoms are, we add minerals, vitamins, supplements, all in an IV bag, and you feel much better afterwards. We even do it for people who are flying and you need something before or you need something afterwards. If you have jet lag, we could do a quick infusion in 30 minutes, or we could do a longer one with a liter of fluids in an hour. So lots of IV infusion choices to choose from. And we also have laser treatments that we are doing this month. Anything from hair removal to laser facials. If it's a laser involved in it, we will do it. And there's actually, buy a package of 3, get the 4th one for free. And of course, once again, it's hot, so we need the sunscreen. And we'll talk about some of the sunscreens that we have. I tell everybody the sunscreen only lasts for 4 hours. So if you put it on in the morning, if it's in your makeup, well, if you're out still in the afternoon and later on, you need to reapply. So we have lots of different types of sunscreen, different SPF levels. We also have what's called Alto. It is a product that you actually put on your skin before you use anything else. These are for my people who are out in the sun all the time, because it doesn't just, it protects the skin. Sunscreen blocks the sun. Alto prevents the damage that sun can cause. So if you apply this on your skin, it lasts for 12 hours. It's not just sun rays, it's any type of UV rays that it will actually block the damage from. So lots of things to protect your skin. Summer is, I feel like it just started, but it's almost at the end. But it is going to be hot for the rest of this month, so really make sure you're protecting your skin. This is probably the least expensive thing that you can do in order to protect your skin, because sun is the #1 cause of sun and skin damage. Now, let's tell you what's going on at the spa for this month. So we are doing, this is our first one that we are doing in conjunction with a group called Star Island Event. So they have a mobile van, and there it is on the screen. We are doing a Mommy and Me Spa Day. Yay! So when your kids are like, and this is for ages 4 through 12, right?
Yes.
4 through 12. It is going to be August the 19th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We still have some slots left, so call, because some of the slots are starting to fill up. On one side, you see all the options that mommy can get, and on the other side is what the me or the baby or your child can get. So everybody is satisfied. The kids are getting their treatments and enjoying themselves, but at the same time, you are able to get your treatments and enjoy yourself as well.
Dr.
So,
Terry,
and
could you also show it to the ones that are on Instagram?
sure,
Thank you.
this is the photo for the mommy and me. But you can go on I believe it's on our website. You can see all the details regarding what is occurring for that day, all the options that you have. It's an hour treatment. So it's just something at the end of the summer before the kids really get back into school that you and your child can do together. We are also going to be starting fitness classes in September. And so you can, here's this fitness schedule. It is also on our website. August schedule is out as well, but we're going to be adding about 4 or 5 different classes. We'll have a HIIT class, which is a high intensity interval training class. There'll be jump rope, there'll be boxing basics, teen fitness, because we want the kids to get up and be active because they're not as active as what we used to be. So this will keep them engaged as well. There's a dance, well, it's called sachet, dance fitness. And then there's also a stretching class. But there's a lot of different classes that we are going to be offering in conjunction with How About It Fitness. So they are, I mean, they're fantastic. And there's personal trainers if you feel like you need more one-on-one. But we will have classes starting in September, and that is on our website. Going back for the mommy and me. We do need people to, if you plan to attend, you have to register because we have to make sure that we have a slot for you at the time that you want. And the mommy service also must be purchased for the event, but you can use it at a later date if you don't want to do it the same day that your daughter is having their treatment. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I think those are our, okay. So I've done all the housekeeping. Now, let's get into our topic of today. So our topic today is going to be laser hair removal and sunscreen. So let's start with sunscreen. Anytime I'm doing a consultation for someone who's coming in for skincare, and even if they didn't ask my advice on it, I tell people sunscreen, and then more sunscreen. You have to block the damage. So people are like, well, I wear it in the summer, but the sun is out every day of the year. Even when it rains, the rays are still around. So I tell people the sunscreen is the easiest thing that you can do to block the damage of the sun. Now, 4 hours is used. I know a lot of people have, it in their makeup, which is great. You put on your makeup, it has the sunscreen, but you have to make sure you are reapplying. We've got lots of different sunscreens available. We have the spray. I think a lot of our clients who have kids prefer the spray because it's easy to put this on the kids because they're trying to get away before putting it on. We have anywhere from SPF of 40 all the way to SPF of, looks like 68. This is more of a compact, and a lot of our clients like the compacts that you can actually just kind of carry in your purse and bring it with you. We have tinted sunscreens, variety of sunscreen. You can pick whichever sunscreen. The sunscreens that we have, the Ulta, and then we have our own and Skin Better, they feel really good. Doesn't feel like a heavy, it doesn't leave a caked up discoloration on you at all. But this is our tinted one. So you can, I don't know if you can see it. No, but this is our tinted one. But it rubs in. When you rub it in, you don't see it. You don't see it at all. But it actually gives you a little tint as well. I also recommend, it's called Alto Defense Serum. So this is it. So it's a really cute little bottle. What this does is it actually, this is the Alta. This is actually meant to prevent the damage that the sun rays, any type of rays or radiation, this is going to prevent the damage that those radiation can actually cause. So even some of our cancer patients, when they're going through chemotherapy and radiation, will sometimes use this because it helps to prevent the damage to the skin. But just check with your oncologist if you are undergoing radiation to make sure that this is okay for you to be able to use. Um, I always tell people sunscreen because all the procedures that we do, we always end with putting sunscreen on you. And it is because it is really the foundation of healthy skin, along with diet and water and exercise. But sunscreen is the least expensive thing that you can do to protect your skin. Now, let's talk about some of these lasers. We have laser hair removal. People want to know who can do it, who cannot do it. Um, the device that we have, because we've had other devices, but the device that we have currently, we can use on any skin type. So when you are going to get, let's say, a laser hair removal treatment, just make sure that the settings are for your skin type so that it won't burn you, because darker skin types have a higher chance of burning or causing a laser burn. So just make sure that the settings that they're using are settings that are appropriate for you. Um, Usually people say it is going to 100% remove. No, there is no laser that is going to 100% remove all hair. So you may have to do a maintenance treatment maybe once or twice a year. Usually I tell people that you're going to need 6 treatments. Now, all lasers are different, so some of them may be different for where you're going, but most of them will need anywhere from 3 to 6 treatments. We do them 6 to 8 weeks apart. The reason is because the goal of the laser hair removal is to laser the follicle, not your hair. That's just an expensive haircut. So we want to actually get the hair at the root. So I have people make sure they're coming every 6 to 8 weeks because you need that time frame, because that's how long it takes for new hair growth to occur. So we're trying to kind of go with the hair cycle, and that's when we have you come back every 6 to 8 weeks. Sometimes it could be a little sooner, sometimes it could be a little later. It depends on how quickly your hair is growing, but that's usually the average. People who have certain medical issues, so someone who may have polycystic ovaries, and with those patients, they're a lot hairier. They may have weight challenges. There can be increased risk for diabetes. Those patients may need to have more than 1 or 2 treatments a year. They may have to maybe do 4, just because there's a hormonal issue with the hair growth. I also tell people to, before you come in to get a laser hair removal treatment, we don't want you to pluck, we don't want you to wax, because those things are removing the hair from the follicle. And the goal of the laser is to see the hair at the root of the follicle so you can damage that area. So don't wax, don't pluck for at least a good 2 weeks. You can shave because you're only shaving the superficial area of the skin, but don't pluck it from the root or don't wax it from the root. The other thing I tell people, for people who are more my age, and I'm still in my 30s, wink. Um, Once the hair turns gray, the laser can no longer see it. It needs to see a color. So if you are thinking about getting hair removal and you are starting the beginning of gray hairs, then this is the time to start doing it. Because once again, it needs to see a color. Once it turns gray, it can no longer see the color, and we can't treat that with laser. Um, what other things can I tell you? Well, I guess we could talk about a laser facial. So, we do laser genesis, which is it's almost like it's a relaxing laser facial, but it's about 30 minutes, 30 40 minutes. But what it does is it actually helps with your pores, it helps with acne scarring. It's comfortable. So it's heating the tissue to actually help rebuild the collagen. So it's not a regular facial, it's a laser facial. So we are actually treating your skin. So it helps with the tightening, it helps with the pores, it helps with the texture of your skin with the laser. So once again, and there are lots of different types of lasers that you can use to help with rejuvenating your skin. The Opus is a plasma laser. It's a different type of laser that actually uses the atmosphere to actually help treat your skin. Um, so once again, this is about treating your skin. You got to start with the sunscreens because that is what's going to protect you from the sun rays. The Alto helps prevent the damage that the sun rays can cause. And then the laser treatments, laser hair removal, laser facials, those are just other options that you can do as far as helping the skin. People ask me, can you do laser hair removal in the summer? It depends on the laser. Um, with the one that we have the Alma Soprano. You can use. We don't want to treat like you can't be sun damaged, or if you have a sunburn, no, then we can't do the treatment. We'd have to wait until your skin calms down. But you can actually do the laser hair removal in the summer. We also have Limelight. So after you've spent your summer all day, all night in the sun, and you have sunspots and sun damage, the limelight will treat the sun damage. So it is another laser that we use to actually cause the sunspots to be removed. So I tell people, wait till September to start doing those treatments once you've kind of not in the sun as much, but it actually helps to prevent it treats the sun spots. So on the hand, on the décolleté, on the chest, on the face, it will treat the sun damage. So that's the limelight. So we have lots of different lasers that you can use to actually treat different scenarios and different situations of skin. So, any questions so far?
There's a question regarding sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, I'm African American and was told that we don't necessarily need sunscreen. Is that not accurate?
That is not accurate. It may, so the more melanin you have, um, the sun can still cause damage. Um, so melanin actually helps to protect your skin. But if you are out in the sun, it still can cause sun damage. African Americans, um, Middle Eastern, if you are out, I mean, we can get skin cancer as well. So everyone needs to wear sunscreen. It doesn't matter what your ethnicity is, you do need to wear sunscreen. You don't necessarily have to wear a high SPF, but you should wear sunscreen.
What areas can be treated for laser hair removal?
Just about any area that you have hair. So we do bikinis, we do Brazilian, we do legs, we do thighs, arms, face, just about any area. We don't usually do male heads or female heads, just because sometimes it can be a little uneven. So, but any area that has hair can be treated. Even the ears. We have a little handpiece that we can actually treat hair on the ears as well. So, if there's hair and you don't want it, we can remove it. Okay, I think that is it for our questions. So hopefully that cleared up some things with hair removal, with sunscreen, with taking care of your skin. Remember, especially the month of August, because it's going to be hot. Make sure you stay hydrated. Lots of water, lots of water. And if you can't hydrate, then come get in an IV infusion because we can hydrate you that way. But wear your sunscreen. Make sure if it's hot, um, you're keeping yourself hydrated. We want to make sure no one's getting heat stroke or sun damage to your skin. But just to recapture, we are having our Mommy and Me on August 19th. So get your daughter, your nieces, your granddaughters, come have a special day. It'll be cute. And then, like I said, we're starting our class schedule for the fitness in September. So I- I'm going to be at some of these classes. It's early, some of them are late, whatever works for your schedule, but we have to make sure we are taking care of ourselves. So thank you guys for joining us on our Talk with Terry Tuesday. We will see you next month, on the second Tuesday of every month. And if you have questions, leave a comment. We'll get back with you. But thank you for sticking with us, joining us on our podcast. We'll see you soon.